The Selfish Gene, published in 1976 by Richard Dawkins, is a seminal work in evolutionary biology that introduced the gene-centered view of evolution. The book argues that the primary unit of natural selection is not the individual organism, but rather the gene. Here's an in-depth summary, including key concepts in biological principles, overview and key themes. Gene-centered view of evolution. Dawkins posits that genes are the fundamental units of evolution. Organisms are seen as vehicles that carry and propagate these genes. Natural selection acts on individuals, but the ultimate goal of evolution is the survival and replication of genes. Selfishness of genes. The term selfish gene does not imply that genes have intentions. Instead, it suggests that genes that promote their own survival and replication will be favored by natural selection. This leads to behaviors in organisms that may seem altruistic but are ultimately self-serving at the genetic level. Meme theory. Dawkins introduces the concept of memes, which are units of cultural transmission or imitation. Just as genes propagate biological information, memes spread cultural ideas. This concept has been influential in understanding how culture evolves. Altruism explained. The book addresses how altruistic behaviors can evolve. Dawkins explains this through concepts like kin selection and reciprocal altruism. Kin selection occurs when individuals help relatives, increasing the chances of shared genes being passed on. Reciprocal altruism involves helping non-relatives with the expectation of future help. Game theory and strategies. Dawkins applies game theory to evolutionary biology, discussing strategies such as tit for tat, which can promote cooperation among individuals in a population. This is particularly relevant in the context of evolutionary stable strategies, ESS, where certain strategies can persist in a population. Biological concepts. Natural selection. A fundamental mechanism of evolution, natural selection explains how certain traits become more common in a population due to their advantageous effects on survival and reproduction. Dawkins emphasizes that traits beneficial for gene replication will be favored. Genetic variation. Genetic variation within a population is crucial for evolution. It arises through mutations, gene flow, and sexual reproduction. Variation provides the raw material for natural selection to act upon. Population genetics. The book delves into concepts from population genetics, including allele frequency and the Hardy-Weinberg principle, which describes how populations evolve over time based on various factors including selection, mutation, and genetic drift. Evolutionary developmental biology, Evo-Devo. While not explicitly discussed in the text, Dawkins' ideas anticipated the later developments in evolutionary developmental biology, which explores how changes in development can lead to evolutionary changes. Impact and reception. The selfish gene has had a profound impact on both science and popular culture. It challenged traditional views of evolution by focusing on genes rather than individuals or species. The book has been praised for its accessible writing style and its ability to convey complex scientific ideas in a comprehensible manner. Conclusion. In summary, The Selfish Gene presents a revolutionary perspective on evolution, emphasizing the role of genes as the primary agents of natural selection. By combining ideas from genetics, game theory, and cultural transmission, Dawkins provides a comprehensive framework for understanding the complexities of evolution. The book not only reshaped evolutionary biology but also sparked discussions that continue to influence both scientific inquiry and public understanding of evolution today.